Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Dear respectful viewer of Islamic Iman TV, today is Friday 6 o'clock in your program Believes in Believer. In your subject, particular subject about is Imam or leader. Inshallah, within a week, within our hour or less, inshallah, I will talk about it, and I request to stay and see what I am saying. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul 'uqdatan min lisani yafqahu qawli. Sadaqallahu al-azim. As I mentioned, today our subject is Imam or leader. This subject has been mentioned in Farsi language that last week I did, and for those who interested more to listening from English point language of view also, and at the same time maybe they missed some point in Farsi or didn't get it, and it is time to also can be reached, can be get it by English. And also our young children also is necessary to learn, to know about the Islam in English, because they born in this country or in English countries, and also they prefer to know Islam in English language. So that's what I wanted to translate each my subject from the Farsi to English. This subject is very important as a leader. Everyone wants to be a leader. Everyone in the whole entire world. So be as a frontier or as up or as a kind of as a respectful person. This is the way of the human being is, and the way of the most of the when the life is to be as a good person, as a respectful person, as a high, as a this, as this, that. And true to the religious point of view, the Imam is the first step of Ibrahim, which Ibrahim, peace be upon him, he was the number one that Allah called him as Imam. And inshallah I will read the words of Quran about them, and after that is followed the Musa alayhi salam, and peace be upon him, also Jesus, Isa, and then the last our prophet, peace be upon him, Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Okay, there is a point. The religious view of Imam has something very special. Every person cannot be as Imam unless Allah wants them. Allah already set them on the life of his destiny to be, he will be as Imam, either for one month or 1 year or all of his lives, whatever. But it is, we don't know this, but still this is the choosing of Allah, as Imam is. And that's why the Shia is considered about that Prophet, peace be upon him, Allah gave him such a kind of rank or degree to be as Imam, even though he was as a frontier, he was a commander, he was the leader, he was such everything, but at the same time he performed the imamat, the leadership in the worship to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. For 23 years, only one time he was sick, he did not lead the prayer, but all the time he was the one lead the prayer. And that was the mosque, building a mosque for the reason of leadership, of the leaders, imamat. Other than that, it was not necessary to have the mosques or centers So that was the reason is the Imam. There is the position is Imam is there. That the position of Imam is so high in the eyes of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But however, everybody is the same, but someone is to be Imam, like someone is like chosen of the as Allah has chosen him. It is his choice. As people cannot make somebody else to be as Imam. In the way of definition of Shia is right some way. That is really as Imam has to be to as a secret spirit ranks supposed to be believe in it as a way of beliefs in the person to be called him Imam. But in a Sunni way of Sunni, and also they said al-imma riyasatu عامة في أمور الدين والدنيا خلافة عن النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم. That is the word of Arabic. They defined it. Definition of the Imam is that it means the Imam can be the head of the community in all subject of life as a Khalifa, who was the Prophet, peace be upon him. But now here is the questions. In one way, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is mentioned Imam 12 times in Quran, and I don't know how many, maybe a couple times or more, the word of Khalifa also in Quran mention it. وَإِذْ قَالَ رَبُّكَ لِلْمَلَائِكَةِ إِنِّي جَاعِلٌ فِي الْأَرْضِ خَلِيفَةً إِنِّي جَاعِلٌ فِي الْأَرْضِ خَلِيفَةً. And at the same time جَاعِلَكَ إِمَامًا گفته. این بازی جا به خدمت شما آیتش میخوانم. It means Allah is the one that make the person Imam. Imam position is very high, and at the same time the responsibility, and at the same time also how the person become an Imam. When the time nobody knows, only Allah knows, because Allah knows already in each person before he born, in the time of 210 days of his seed in the womb of mother, Allah gave the all destiny of the person, all the what he should be, what he will be, how is he, and at the same time someone has extra chips in it as to be as Imam, for example. Anyway, in a definition of Sunni is just as a Riyasat Khalifa. In the Khalifa, how the name of Khalifa was come out. In the way of of the Imam, in state of Imam, name of word of Imam, the time of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam passed away, and then the Abu Bakr as-Siddiq, God be him, he called the Khalifa because of the reason of that word of inni ja'ilun fil ardi Khalifa. But in the also the Abu Bakr as-Siddiq and as Ali karamallahu wajhahu, both are very close, but only the difference was Abu Bakr was his friend Sahaba, and Ali was at the same time to be Sahaba, his nephew and his son-in-law. And the way of heritage, he has to have right to be as Imam. And that's why the follower of Imam of Ali, they believe as a high rank for Imam. However, the place, the community which has no lead, this has no Imam, there is no mercy on their place. Imam is the most source for the mercy for the community. If there is a lot of people in some area, all different living area, but there is people don't know each other, and that one. But someone is organize them, bring them, and one is then they come out by select someone as to be as a chairman. That bring the whole lot mercy, whole lot good things. And also the Sharia or the fiqh of Islam, I believe, and one of the very important person was the name of the Ibn Khaldun, as a good scholar. He's mentioned it. إن الأمة القائمين مقام الأنبياء. إن أمة يعني إمام, they told and all him. قائمين, the man is the qiyamah and the standing for prayer up front. مقام الأنبياء, in the position of the prophets. في تنفيذ الأحكام وأقام الحدود وحفظ الشرائع وتأديب الأنام, and at the same time معصومون كعصمة الأنبياء. It means those imam who are in the equal position of prophets must perform the command of Allah and remember and guide the people, and must be innocent Kasmatullah in the life of prophets. In Shia followers, Imam has a rank by God that he will do whatever prophet set up. He will follow it, that call it Imam, and as a respectful, as a spirit, as a kind of beliefs in it. But in a Sunni also put him as a riyasat, as a Khalifa, and then during such a way of, it's supposed to be, should not do it in the beginning, Allah knows, but it was that point has come out, and the differentiation between Abu Bakr, Umar and Ali was the reason of that imamat. Ali performed that, he said that is the herit is me, I have to be imam. But they said no, we would like to be as a Khalifa. So from that point, that's happened, was started. And also they have one another witness, that the Surah Al-Bayyinah, one verse of Quran is there, is إن الذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات أولئك هم خير البرية. They said the Prophet, peace be upon him, was refer that the good person is Imam Ali. Anyway, Allah knows, we don't know that, but this is a way which I read about it. Imam has a big role in Islam. Inshallah, after one break, I will show you, inshallah, I come back to talk about it. Just stay with me.